Hello and welcome to your daily dose of Satoshi's news. Today's date is Tuesday, the 20th of February 2024, the year of a million transactions per second and more. Buy BSV.live, probably the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online, the original protocol and genuine Bitcoin. Here we go, let's get into it. So let's start off with a little bit of 365 days of Bitcoin history. I can't remember where I stopped off last time. Was it like something like February 17th or something like that? Yeah, we definitely did the 16th. So let's look at 17th. So just on the 16th February 2021, because I could be adding to this. It said Bitcoin breaks psychological barrier of $50,000. And this was when I think BTC first did this. Where was the 17th of February? Let's have a quick look. So 19th of December. I mean, crikey, look at this. So that was 10th of February. Like, whoa, 10th of February, 8th of March, 23rd of February, yes, it was around that, literally, this is when Tether was pumping, and literally, BTC was seeing new all-time highs, and it broke $50,000 for the first time. People had never seen it before. Well, I mean, obviously, they wouldn't have seen it before, because nobody had ever pumped that amount of Tether into the market before, but there we go, we all know what's going on. My goodness me. And I think when it did that, it hit some kind of market cap total of it crossed $1 trillion or something like that. Oh, there we go. So it was on the 19th of February. So that was yesterday. So let's have a quick look before we get to that. So on the 17th of February 2010, a quote here from Satoshi Nakamoto. He said, the protocol is designed to resync to the next message, and messages get re-requested from all the other nodes you're connected to until received. If you miss a block, it'll also keep requesting it every time another block comes in, and it sees there's a gap. Before the original release, I did a test to drop 1 out of 4 random messages under heavy load until I could run it overnight without any nodes getting stuck. Sounds good to me. Sounds really good to me. Yeah, there we go. Unless it was something else as well. So also on the 17th, he said I updated the SVN with changes to support translation. Translatable strings are all enclosed in, and we're using UTF-8 on all platforms. Yeah, okay. And the next one is the 21st. So that's good. That's taken care of. And then on the 18th of February 2013, Mike Hearn put out this message to Gregory Maxwell saying, would have been, let me think. So this is, I guess you and Gregory could create a separate altcoin that has hard block size caps and see how things play out over the long term. Let's just find out who he was referring to, because I've got this on Bitcoin Talk. Let's have a look. Here we go. So he said here, I agree with Gavin, and I don't understand what's the outcome you're arguing for. If you want to keep the block size limit, so Dave can mine off a GPRS connection forever, why should I care about Dave? So he's talking about a guy called Dave. The other miners will make larger blocks than he can handle, and he'll have to stop mining and switch to that special payment verification client. Sucks to be him. Your belief we have to have some hard cap on N is ON doesn't ring true to me. Demand for transactions isn't actually infinite. There is some point at which Bitcoin may only grow very slowly, if at all, and is outpaced by hardware improvements. Likewise, miners have all kinds of perverse incentives in their theory that don't seem to happen in practice. Like, why do miners include any transactions at all? They can minimize their cost by not doing so, yet transactions confirm. You really can't provide anything about miners' behavior. Just guess at what some of them might do. I don't personally have any interest in working on a system that boils down to a complicated and expensive replacement for wire transfers. And I suspect that many other developers, including Gavin, don't either. If Gavin decides to lift the cap, I guess you and Gregory could create a separate altcoin that has a hard block size caps and see how things play out over the long term. Again, we know over the long term that would fail epically. And later on, so let me think, that was 18th of February 2013. there was this. This is a hilarious tweet. So this was 2015. 2 years later, on 29th of June. Again, I mean, this is Greg Maxwell just purely trying to throttle the network. Where he makes a reference to Greg Coin. This is hilarious. This is what I found. This is where I found it. Gregory, you're getting really crazy now. Stop it. The trend towards mining centralization is not the fault of Gavin or myself or anyone else. And SPV is especially what was always intended to be used. It's not something I fixate on. It's right there in the white paper. Satoshi even encouraged me to keep working on Bitcoin just before he left. Let's have a look. He says something about calling it Greg Coin. There we go. Brilliant. And you know what? They actually a Greg Coin was actually made after this comment. Dear, oh dear. So he said, look, it's clear you've decided that the way Bitcoin was meant to evolve isn't to your personal liking. That's fine. Go make an altcoin where your founding documents state that it's intended to always run on 2015 Raspberry Pi or whatever it is you mean by small devices. So again, I mean, they're constantly going on about small block sizes, small devices. They're basically trying to prevent the network from scaling so that people can't use it because he has got nefarious intentions. Remove SPV capability from the protocol so everyone has to fully validate. Make sure that that's the understanding that everyone has from day one about what your altcoin is for. Then when someone says, gee, it'd be nice if we had some more capacity, you or someone else can go point at the announcement emails and say, no, GregCoin is meant to always be verifiable on small devices. That's our social contract and it's written into consensus rules for that reason. Yeah, again, completely nefarious, but I mean, you know, who could have predicted what was going on back then? Like, oh my goodness me. Also on the 18th of February 2021, check this out. Christie's auction house said they will accept cryptocurrency, which was ETH, as payment for the first time in the auction for Bleeple's art auction titled The First 5,000 Days, which was images created daily since the 1st of May, and the auction was scheduled for the 25th of February to the 11th of March 2021. I did actually find the link to that. Have I moved it? Let me see if I can find it. That's payment for the first time. Let's have a look. Oh, that's the one. Check it out. Just add that bit in there as well. Here we go. This is what I do all day. How sad is this? Well, this is what you got to do. There we go. Add it in as and when. There we go. Paste that one. Just so it looks alright in the document. There we go. Save and publish. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, this was it. Oh, what? Paywall. I read that the other day. Anyway, you get the gist of what was going on there. Everybody knows about Bleeple's art. In fact, let's see if we can find another one. Is this going to come up? Christie's auction house set to accept crypto as payment. Is there a picture of his picture of the artwork? I have to say I wasn't impressed, but it went for like $69,000 in the end. Like absolutely crazy. Yeah, CoinDesk top auction house Christie's to accept ETH cryptocurrency for digital art sale. The sale gives Christie's a chance to dip its toes into crypto, said a New York representative. I mean, look at that. Look at that. By the way, I'm not impressed with that. But yeah, $69,000. But again, if you ask me, I'd say there's just like money laundering there. Just in my personal opinion, that is. That's what I think. I mean, like, I think it's something like that. That made it the third most expensive art artwork in the world, you know. And again, when people might be asking how is money laundered, well, if you have a chat with the artist and say, look, I'll purchase your painting for $69,000, so I don't have to pay like 40% capital gains tax by dumping my crypto into fiat. You take 10 million for yourself, and you give the rest back to me. That's how it works. It's basically it's like a tax scam. Even though tax is voluntary and tax is theft, and we're not allowed to claim for inflation and all that kind of stuff. But that's a topic for another day. Anyway, so that was the 18th of February 2021. On the 19th of February 2021, the movie Silk Road was released by Lionsgate about Ross Ulbricht, who was sentenced to life in prison for operating the Silk Road website. Ross is played by Nick Robinson in the movie. Check it out. I've just got the link to the movie trailer there, but I didn't know that had come out. So anyway, there we go. So that was just past the anniversary for the Silk Road movie, and I was looking on YouTube the other day, and Deep Web is back on, the movie by Alex Winter of Bill and Ted. So that's pretty cool. On the 19th of February, BTC continued to hit new all-time highs and surpassed its $1 trillion market cap for the first time. Just mentioned that. On the 19th of February 2024, again, it's just gone, Coinbase crypto payment portal drops BTC support. Like, what is all this about? Oh my God. So Coinbase takes a surprising turn as it drops support for native BTC and other UTXOs from its payment platform. What's all this about? Too long didn't read. Coinbase payment portal discontinues support for BTC. The exchange's head of product shared that this change aims to improve the payment portal. Brian Armstrong has hinted that support for BTC could return soon. Coinbase Commerce, the crypto exchange's take on a new standard of on-chain payments, takes a surprising turn on Sunday, February 18th, as it drops BTC, the world's largest cryptocurrencies, from its supported list of payments for merchants. Like, if it sounds to me like they're preparing for something. Coinbase Commerce moves forward without BTC. Coinbase's head of product, Lauren Dowling, broke the news to the exchange's 73 million users that it has made the difficult decision to remove the native BTC, Litecoin, and other UTXO support from its payment platform. Dowling clarified that Coinbase Commerce was designed to streamline crypto payments by leveraging smart contracts and other EVM tools. The payment tool aimed to enable on-chain commerce without the operational financial burdens of the old system. To achieve this, the payment protocol ensured that payment details were recorded on-chain, supported numerous native and ERC20 tokens, and automatically converted payments to USDC on-chain at a guaranteed rate to merchants. However, BTC's incompatibility, such as the lack of smart contracts and stablecoins on the network, made it challenging for it to fit with its EVM-based payment protocol, Dowling explained. I mean, again... They're referring to BTC like it's Bitcoin. It's nothing like Bitcoin. BTC doesn't work. It's a piece of crap. It's been absolutely throttled and restricted artificially. I wonder when the BTCs are ever going to realise that. Probably never. Crazy if you ask me. Also on the 19th of February 2024, Stephen Matthews was cross-examined by the COPA lawyer at London's High Court in the Satoshi identity trial. And also on the 19th of February, the FCA banned Bitcoin services to all UK customers. And this was a message that was put out by BC Bitcoin in the FCA publication. Let's have a look at this. This is devastating. Look at the finalised non-handbook guidance on crypto assets financial promotions. All right, well, let's find out about the FCA and their authority, shall we? Let's have a quick look at that. Put FCA... Wikipedia. Oh, let's have a look at this. So, the Financial Conduct Authority is a financial regulatory body in the United Kingdom which operates independently of the UK government. Independently of the UK government. So that means it's got no authority whatsoever and is financed by charging fees to members of the financial services industry. So in other words, the banks maintain the FCA. Is that not the fox looking after the chicken coop, Dracula looking after the blood bank? They have got no authority whatsoever. Absolutely none. And yet they're putting out material like that are blocking people. I mean, one they're to do with banks. What are they to do with blockchain and Bitcoin? And are they fit for purpose? It's not like they've named all these other shitcoins as security offerings and warned people about the negative consequences of them, or even warned them about the SegWit fraud. They've done absolutely nothing. I would argue they are not fit for purpose whatsoever. And I want to put that in writing to them as well. So moving on to the 20th of February 2010, a Reddit user with the name Thymos claims to have sold 60 BTC for, is that 30th of a cent, which would make it the lowest ever price recorded. So let's have a quick look at that. So 13 years ago, investors sold 160 bitcoins for 48 cents at, so that would be tenth, that would be 300ths. Oh my god, 300ths of a cent. Jeepers. After reading the story, my respect for the golden words in the financial word "hold on to the long term" grows. Tales of investors becoming filthy rich with Bitcoin are aplenty in the last 14 years since its inception. However, not everyone made life-changing gains, as the majority of investors sold Bitcoin before it even reached $1. In this article, we will highlight an incident where an early investor sold Bitcoin at a 300th of a cent, its lowest price ever recorded. So somebody's written here, fun fact, 13 years ago today, so this was back in 2023, someone sold 160 Bitcoin for, in fact, you know what? I might even go back and try and find that, just for laughs. Bitcoin, an investor sold 160 BTC for 48 cents, a 300th of a cent. 13 years ago on February 20th, 2010, an early user mined 160 Bitcoins for a fee at 1 kilowatt, with a Pentium processor. BTC was priced at 5 cents during that period. However, the miner believed that BTC at 5 cents was substantially overpriced. Nonetheless, after generating 5 blocks of BTC and earning 160 Bitcoins, the user decided to part ways with the digital asset without holding any for the long term. Subsequently, as BTC dipped in price, the user sold 160 Bitcoins at its lowest price ever recorded, which was 300ths of a cent. The miner earned 48 cents from the sale, missing the opportunity to create generational wealth. Yeah, oh my goodness me. So I'm sure there'll be an amount here. There we go. You can also read the miner's tale of misfortune in a Reddit thread here. And it said the 160 Bitcoins would have been worth approximately $4 million at present time. That was back in 2023. Moreover, if he had sold it at its all-time high of $69,000, the miner would have made $11 million. All this gross would have been attained in less than a decade and a half. Oh my goodness me. Can we see it in the Reddit thread? Any link here? Oh, there we go. Right, so that will actually 16th of February. I wonder if we can actually. I bet I could probably Thymos administrator legendary. I think I could probably find that transaction. That would be great fun. So there we go. That's a little bit of Bitcoin history. Let's have a look at the figures. Oh, it's dipped to $75, probably after the FCA put that announcement out, literally blocking all UK customers from purchasing BSV. Guide about that. Transactions 70%. Block size 67%. Block size looking good. 90. Well, relatively small compared to what we used to. It's still 5.7% more profitable to mine on SV. That's crazy, even with a price drop. Wow. And look, the mining percentages haven't changed either. That's fascinating to look at. Let's have a look. Overall market cap just literally like $2 trillion. Oh my god, $2 trillion of utter fraud. Look at that price increase. That would have been following a tether pump. Let's have a look. See what's going on. Oh, in the green. Good 7 days. 96.7 up to 97.6. Almost $1 billion in a week. Jeepers. No wonder the price been going up. Where is Bitcoin? Where is Bitcoin? Slipping and sliding down here. Oh, there you go. Just dropped off a cliff just early this afternoon, going down. Volume 4.1 is looking good. Market cap 1.4. Only $2.6 million worth available globally. Oh my goodness me. Right, and just going back to the court case. Have I got a Twitter tab open? We heard Stephen Matthews being cross-examined and giving evidence, learning about what Christian Ager Hansen was doing. Oh my goodness, which is why it inspired me to make this tweet. I said, CAH walking into the N-Chain offices to take down CCTV videos, cameras, destroying files and servers, taping off errors and escorting staff out. This is what happened. But the Craig's lawyer did an absolutely fantastic job cross-examining, I think it was Spiral BTC. Honestly, just made the Spiral BTC guy just look an absolute fool on the stand, constantly contradicting himself, wasn't impartial, even though he kept referring to himself as being independent, financed by COPA, and then being on the board of COPA members. He's like, well, how can you be independent if you're on the board of COPA members? Honestly, it was just an absolute joke shop. But fascinating stuff. Looking forward to hearing all the comments from everyone else. Like I always listen to Gavin Mel's roundup and catch up, and watching BSV 369 at 369 BSV, reading their reports, and Kurt Butter Jr. doing a fantastic job. So anyway, there we go. That is just a 22-minute show. We'll leave it there. I hope you enjoyed it, and as ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.